an adult. I'm a state certified driving instructor, teach adults and teens. We're going to go ahead and take you through the process. When you're learning how to drive, you want to have a good instructor who's going to be patient, kind, and willing to take you through all the processes from getting in the car, setting up your mirrors, to getting you to the DMV. I'm at a corner, I gotta stop, I gotta check traffic, I gotta come up. There's construction here, so this does build and create some anxiety, and we have to take our time. You need to set driving as a priority, just like I'm setting a priority to go live with you, to support you, to help you. Your instructor should be taking you through the processes because we're an adult too. We understand the intricacies of a child, paying a bill, getting up late, coming early. If you don't make this a priority, you won't ever learn how to drive. I need you really to understand that. You must make this a priority. A lot of adults and teens just don't take the time, and they get a lesson once a week, once every 2 weeks. That's not really enough for you to learn how to drive. If you can go every other day, that would be fantastic. Anywhere from 8 to 14 lessons, I feel is recommended. Everyone is a little bit different. Everyone learns differently. Your instructor should be taking you through what you did right, what you did wrong, how to improve, how to get better. You need to learn how to go through a drive-through. That's what I'm going through right now.
Welcome back. Will you be using the mobile app today? Can I order, please?
Good morning. I need a number 2 large with the French vanilla iced coffee and a large ice water.
Is that mean that 53?
I also have can you add in 2 sausage burritos too, please?
Mom, the hot sauce, lady?
No sauce.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well,
13:55.
all right, so we're here in line. We're going to be getting on the road, driving on major thoroughfares, dealing with traffic. So there is a mental mindset. Your instructor should be taking you through what is it like on the road in the morning. What type of traffic? Will you have heavy semi-truck traffic? Will you have pedestrians on the roadway? Because a lot of people don't drive and they're going to be walking, riding e-scooters, riding bikes. Are you going to have semi-trucks? It really depends on the area. I'm in the Midwest part of the United States, so we do have a lot of semi-truck traffic. And recently, I went to Chicagoland. We took I-94 to I-80, that Illinois, Indiana border, which was overwhelming, to say the least. And I've been driving for a little bit, but when you have traffic that is as dense as that I-80 corridor, and some of the most common accidents are side swipes and rear ends, and we were traveling 85 and up, okay? The middle lane was 77. I'm not going to lie to you. The right lane, about 68 to 73 miles an hour. So for a beginner or even an intermediate, that type of speed and that density was crazy, because the number of cars that were close together, and also the triggering of a rear end collision or side swipe is greater. So it's really important that you keep good speed. It's space. It's a car length for every 10 miles an hour. So if we're traveling 70, 7 car lengths. 40, 4 car lengths. Your instructor should be explaining this to you, and there should be an online component. I do online school also, and we train individuals for their knowledge tests, TIP tests, road tests, and we decided to partner with Stan. I was looking for some options, and it's just me right now. So when we partnered with Stan, I was able to put together digital products to help prepare all drivers for their test, how to reduce anxiety. And if you're serious, then you can And then click the link in the description and sign up for a coaching call. Why wouldn't you if you're really serious about driving? So a lot of people want to drive. I meet adults every day. Hey, where do you work? Do you have a card? Can I sign up? But less than 1% are really serious about driving. So that is not really what we want, but everyone is different. You watching right now, some of you are watching for entertainment, some of you are watching to learn how to drive, but by me being an actual instructor, I'm going to go through the whole process. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you how fast you're driving. You're going to see people aggressively cut us off, aggressively tailgate. And I think in order to live and be successful, you need to have a purpose. The purpose right now, for me, is to prepare you for driving. Wherever you are in the world, whether you're in India, Afghanistan, UAE, Australia, Johannesburg, you have to learn how to operate a motor vehicle. And once you learn how to operate a motor vehicle, that's going to open up tremendous opportunities for you when you're on the road. So that's something to think about. Good morning.
Good morning. You got the burritos,
Yep.
the water and stuff.
Yes.
Okay,
How have you been?
I've been okay.
Good.
I wanted for that.
Bye. Thank you. Like that woman, she's got to be in her late 30s, early 40s, a mother of two. She doesn't drive. And I realized if I can get her in this car and help her, and she gets her TIP, she's going to be successful. Okay? But you got to go to the DMV and take your test. It's $22 or $25. You got to make a commitment. And some drivers, I don't know what this is. Some drivers aren't. Oh, this is nasty. Some drivers are willing to make the commitment. And if you're not willing, I'm not even going to tell you what this is. If some drivers aren't willing to make the commitment, we're really wasting time.
Good morning.
Good morning, how you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Good. So, and I realized mentally we're about to be on the road.
Here you are.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
Bye. Okay, so we're going out, and this car is blocking the road. If you just join us, we're talking about learning how to drive as an adult and the commitment that it takes. Excuse me, it does take a serious commitment, and we're going to have to unfortunately go on the interstate today. So this would be a good interstate video. And you can tell there's a lot of construction, but sometimes you need to learn a second route. Now this is a short route. Going on the interstate for 6 or 8 hours is way different than taking a short half an hour or 40-minute commute. But you got to learn how to do both. Now this lane goes straight and turns right, so we're going to be turning right. Now that Jeep to the left has rollover potential, and they're nice. It's a nice lifted Jeep, but if you turn the corner too hard, you can actually roll that over. Thank you. So you see all the cars, everyone's getting ready to go. We have to mentally prepare for high-speed traffic. I'm going to try to get in the middle lane or left lane, drive about 70, and just calm down, because you're going to have a lot of anxiety. And I want to stay to the left. And I want to be in the outside. This is called a J turn. So when I turn, I'll be all the way over to the right. Oh, something got ran over. Oh. I'm yielding for them. Come on. Right? We don't want to have an accident. But people are tired in the morning. They have midnight shifts. I remember I used to work those too. Really hard on your system. But you do what you need to do for your family. Or if you're single, you're trying to pay bills, move out, and just be ready to go. You can tell by the sound of the motor, we're starting to move. And I'm not going to cut off the semi-truck. That's stupid. So I'm just going to stay behind the truck. It's all good. Some people will cut off the truck. Hey, it is what it is, but don't worry. And you're going to make decisions like this. Am I going to cut off this truck? Am I going to stay behind the truck? It's not that serious. We will get on the interstate. We will get a chance to get to our destination, but are we going to arrive alive, or are we going to be dead? And merges are one of the most difficult things because drivers don't prepare. Now, we don't know if this driver's been driving 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. And this would be a good teachable moment to learn how to merge. We're at 22 miles an hour. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. We want to get this information out to adult drivers who want to learn how to drive. If you're not serious about driving, leave now. We're at 36. The speed limit is 70. Some people are doing 85 or 90. And I'm slowly going to build up. I'm not even going to cut off the truck. I'm going to wait. Okay. The turbo boost is kicking in. We're at 70 right now. We're at 80 right now. We're at 85. What does this tell you how fast these people are driving? We're at 87. I'm not even catching them. We're at 90. I'm stopping here. We're at 90 miles an hour, and we're not even catching the pack of cars. They drive fast in the United States. I don't need a ticket. I don't want a ticket. So I'm backing down to about 70. No blinkers, this is the common offense. Still about 77. And that truck is still getting it. It's not this serious. We're at 79 miles an hour. And for a beginner, I will not put you in this. It's quite overwhelming. I'm going to stay here in this lane. There's a lot of traffic to the left and right side of me. I'm trying to keep space, look ahead as much as possible. If this guy cuts me off, I'll really be upset. Okay, you can see for yourself how cars are just cutting over with or without a blinker. Oh my God. It's about to be a major traffic jam. Okay, so I'm good, and we're gonna see how many people cut us off. Here's the slowdown. Thank you for the blinker. We're at 52. We were at about 85 to 90 miles an hour. This is crazy. Just keeping space. And typically, this is what the I-94, I-80 corridor is like. Step and go, step and go, step and go. Thank you. I was in Chicago 2 weeks ago. We left 4:30 in the morning, so I wouldn't have to deal with all this. But now I'm dealing with the stop and go. And it's not fun. Oh! Saw that? Stupid. If you do that, that's automatic failure. It's not worth it. Leave early. Take your time. We all have some place to be. We all want to work. We all want to get a raise. And for a lot of you, a lot of comments, you're anywhere from 18 to 45 years old. Most of you do work. Most of you understand about being to work on time, being accountable, being reliable. I think because I go live daily, you see me in the grind. You see me putting work in. You see this. You see I walk it like I talk it, right? And I'm dealing with traffic, low on gas, hungry, getting food. But I got rewarded with a promotion. I got a pay increase. But we have to finish what we started. And then the summer, we're teaching adults. And we're going to do some more promotional campaigns. But I'm here. I'm out here in traffic. I want you to see the truck. What the heck? Bruh, it's not this serious. Okay? It is not this serious. This is definitely the I-80 corridor. So, what can I do? Complaining does nothing. You just deal with it. You got to keep your composure. And this separates kids from adults. A mature adult from a young adult. A young adult would be late paying their bills and their credit would suck. A mature adult would pay bills on time, and then over time you'll get a credit increase. A mature adult would buy what they need, and then when something goes on sale, or if you really need something, you have the credit to get it and make those payments. All three lanes are good. And I always talk about working hard, getting a job. I'm going to work. And then when I go live, I come from work. And then I go to the second job. But also you have to take mental health and time for yourself. And as I see this traffic, because sometimes when I'm off, I will leave from the suburban areas, go to the downtown area and come back so you can see traffic. You know, Cincinnati, Ohio, Detroit, Michigan, Los Angeles, California, Houston, Texas. you have to think about being successful. In traffic like this, I think about safety. I think about being successful. How can I help my family? How can I contribute to my community? I don't know what all of you do who look at this. A lot of you leave comments. You know, what is your job? You know, what age range are you? What do you enjoy about this? But if you live in a metro area, this is typically the grind for the metro area. Thank you. And you have to honor it because it builds character. It makes you stronger, not weaker. And good teachers, and you'll see me over the next few weeks out in the morning with adults and teens. Our semi-truck drivers are delivering goods and raw materials, you know, even with the Trump tariffs, because there are not a lot of materials available. I'm a small business owner. I want to order a new computer to set up our driving simulator. A 5090 video card costs $3,500. Are you kidding? Less than a year ago, it was about $1,900, $1,800. We have a 4070 Ti, and that will help with central processing, but we really need more processing power. We have to do more storage. We're going to need some Samsung M.2 tools. So if I don't order our new driving simulator computer this week, I don't think we're going to get it. And then we'll write it off as the tax deduction. So I've been preparing. I've been looking. I don't want to have to drive to another state or country, but I will. See that car? That's the zipper merge. Are you a late merger or early merger? Some people say, no, you shouldn't do that. Other people are like, hey, that's what you're supposed to do. There are a lot of lessons each day out here, like that construction sign. The left lane, is that truck driver going to stop? We looked at used vehicles yesterday, so I have some short videos on used vehicles. I'm gonna put those out so you can look at a $3,000 car, a $5,000 car, a $12,000 car. There were groups of cars, 24s, 25s, that were anywhere from 30, 35,000 or 25,000. They were probably off of a lease. But you really need to bring someone with you so you know. This car, man, is a 2025 Traverse. So this is what I drove to Chicago. Reliable, safe, really good fuel economy. You as a young adult, you could buy this car. Really reliable, good. Oh, we're slowly starting to pick up again. But my family always told me, be around people who are successful. I'm a firm believer in that. Stay away from negativity. If you're a young lady, find a young man who has your value system. If you're a young man, find a young lady who has your value system. Don't compromise your standards. Never compromise your standards. Because if and when you have kids, they're going to take on those values, and we already have enough knuckleheads in the world, or people who are not productive. So we want to be productive. I don't want to rely on my friends or family. At the same time, if there's a mechanical breakdown, a lot of Americans don't even have $1,000 in the bank. So you got to pay that down. You know, you should have a line of credit. Everyone's different, you know, and be ready. like we're starting to move a little bit here. I'm going to get over one lane to the left because I know people will be leaving the country in the right lane. And my schedule over the summer months is going to be ridiculous, but we're going to be definitely traveling. You should also be experimenting with AI at your job, at home, because that will be a virtual assistant. We've been using some and decent results, but you need to verify your sources. And if you're scared to use the newest technologies, then you're going to perish. Just like having a physical store, that's not really the best practice. If you can do a virtual class, driver's ed, real estate, mental health, you'll definitely excel. Okay, now we have the turbo boost in, and I'm in the left lane because of the yellow line. I'm at about 75 miles an hour. I'm scanning left, middle, and right. See the white truck, see the person with the boat, and we do have an 18-foot open trailer, and the channel does have a race car. We haven't had time to get the car out, and I know you're saying, you keep saying that, and unfortunately I do, because I don't want to commit the time yet. Man, these cars are coming off these semi-trucks. What is wrong with them? So I'm trying to keep space. But it's better to have it than not need it. Keep moving. Let's be patient. We want to stay out of the no zones of the truck, left side, right side, front and back. If you just joined us, we're talking about driving on the interstate as an adult, manifesting. They're from Georgia. Did you know in Atlanta, Georgia, they have more black millionaires than any other place in the United States? That's very powerful, because we need to be around more like-minded people. No hate, no cap. We're just telling you real. Okay? You need to be proud of your heritage and culture. Also, I did a lean business plan on bringing electric vehicles to people 18 and up who have been incarcerated. Driving is a life skill. So that's an opportunity. You always want to look for opportunities. And, you know, God has blessed me. A lot of people are reaching out for adult lessons, and it's really by word of mouth. You know, Google advertising is good, Facebook advertising, run ads in your local area. But if you have a good product or good service, people will find out, they will recommend. I had several clients who I taught last summer. Oh, I see that car over there. That's a bad spot to break down. Oh, you do not want to be in the left lane like that. My God, no. Flat tire? No way. That's why you got to learn how to fix that. But if that was me, I would have to fix it, but I would pray. It's really dangerous. But we did a lean business plan on electric vehicles and the feasibility of getting financial support. So also when you're young, you have future manifestations. As you get older, you don't dream about future things. You're just trying to make it through, retire, lay up at home, high blood pressure, cholesterol, and then that's it. But if you're younger, you always have future plans. They have their, what is going on with this car, man? Is that from Australia? What is that? So I'm trying to scan and stay out of trouble. Woo, we are flying, man. Let me slow down some. And this is what it looks like when you're kind of out of control a little bit. But then we're going to slow it down and regain control. I was velocitized. So we backed off our gas. We're slowing down again. This huge backup. But a lot of people don't want to drive, can't afford it, can't afford the insurance, the maintenance of a car, and I understand that. My heart's beating because of all this traffic. And if you are, why is all this traffic getting off? Something must be going on. Thank you. You should always monitor what your car is doing, the fuel, the temperature. This car is about 180 degrees. The manufacturer set this based on fuel consumption. Everything is controlled. With the computer can be hacked if you're looking for performance, but you have to get an interface called HP tuners. You'll see cars. That's a hybrid right there. In some cases, hybrids are more expensive than the traditional. I also have a chauffeur's license, so I can drive vehicles up to, I think it's 14,000 pounds. You'll see the tag on the car that says 25. On your birthday, you need to renew your tags and your registration. That's anywhere from $75 to $350. I'll be nice to let them in. All right. We all work together, HTS. This is a crossover. It's so much traffic. I would not wish this on my enemy. Mentally, we need to make it through this week. And that's why you need to kind of step back from all this, because it can become very toxic. And if you're saying it's not, you're not living a real life. If you're going to do Uber or Lyft, you need to have a dash cam and in-car camera to protect yourself. Stop, check traffic. Here's my gap. I can go. Oh, thank God. That's what your instructors really think. It's very stressful, very overwhelming. Now we're going to have to deal with all of this traffic and pedestrians. And then in some communities, they have traffic cameras and license plate readers because the community wants that, because there are a lot of thefts. So we have to come up and stop. The parking lots are very dangerous areas. So we want to mentally prepare. I tend to park away from vehicles. I don't want my car vandalized. We had a coach one time that had a convertible Mustang. His vehicle was vandalized and his convertible top was cut. He was very upset, but there's nothing that he could do. He couldn't file an insurance claim. So you want to be aware. If this was valuable to you, you need to follow. You need to look at all of these videos. I'll be going live later talking about what a good driving instructor looks like. I'll be going over testing information. I need you to be safe. I need you to be consistent. Reach out to me later. Bye.